and the crowd goes mild. All right, people, this is the last show of the day. Did everybody have a good time this weekend? Yeah! All right, I'm glad to hear that. For those that normally come to closing ceremonies, you know, hopefully you know who I am. Everybody calls me Little Beard. Yeah. And normally who we have up here is a very beloved family member, Peter Pixie. Everybody knows Peter Pixie, right? Yeah. I love Peter, and unfortunately he's not with us this weekend. He has moved to Washington to be with his family, and he is in the midst of cutting down some shows and doing kind of like a little semi-retirement. We're going to try to get him back sometime. But we are in the process now of interviewing new MCs and stuff. So this year, you guys got stuck with me. I'm what you call filler. So be kind to me, be fair, because I haven't done closing ceremonies here at this event before. But I'm going to try to, I made notes to try to make sure that we get through everything. But everybody did say they had a good time this weekend. Did you guys try some of the new stuff out? Did anybody go to the murder mystery? Yes. 2, 3 people, that's it, 3. And you guys, oh, Dan went, yeah. Did you do it?
I wanted to, I was the axe guy.
You were the axe guy. Everybody enjoyed the murder mystery then? And everybody thinks that's something that we should do again next year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't killing her a second time.
Because they're planning on selling tickets, and that's the first thing I want to talk about. For those that want to come again next year, who's coming next year? Trying to keep note of who didn't raise their freaking hand. For those that want to come again next year, we have we're gonna have a pre-registration table right over here, and for today only, for you guys, thank you very much. For those of you that want to come and those of you that were hardcore and stayed, oh there you guys are, that stayed the whole time, that means you guys are the hardcore anime fans that really went through it all. First off, give yourself a round of applause. Kelly and Rick right over there got a special deal for you. Today only, you can get special sale tickets. They're almost half price off. Is that right about that? Yeah. So you guys can go over there. You can get the murder mystery, and you can get super cheap tickets for next year. Because at midnight tonight, then they will raise the ticket prices that go up to more the standard rate. So if you guys want a really cheap ticket right now, you catch them today, right after, or now. And they will get you all hooked up for that next year.
Can we order it online before midnight?
Can they order it online before midnight?
You sure can. You can right here, right now, and order it online. You just have to go to our homepage, scroll all the way down to where it says the date.
So they can hop on their phone now, go to the web page.
Homepage, scroll down to where it says the date for next year.
Go down to where it says the date for next year.
And then get your tickets here.
And get your tickets here. All right. Shouldn't tell them that because now they're all going to look at their phones instead of me, dang it. All right. Let me go down the list. Did you guys enjoy the guests we had this year? All right. I'm going to steal a little something from Peter because I love the way he does this. He always loves giving a round of applause for everybody that's not here. Now, and if they're not here, it's a single clap. Everybody knows how he does that, right?
Yes.
So first, we're going to do it for our first one, which is Peter himself. Everybody give Peter one big clap. Thank you. Everybody give Elizabeth Maxwell one big clap. Everybody give Jessica Calavello one big clap. Patricia Somerset. People Walker. Is Adonis Cosplay still here? All right, you guys stand up. Give them a big round of applause. Sparky Cosplay still here? Stand up. Children of Proteus.
They have gone home.
Give them one big clap. All right. Samurai Dan, is he here?
Yeah.
Samurai Dan not here?
This is an action.
Everybody give Samurai Dan another round of applause.
Don't all do your John.
I didn't applaud, did I? You noticed that. Nicholas Roylance, not here, one clap. And everybody liked having cosplay guests here this year. Did you guys get to go meet them? All right. And there's one person that's been pushing for that a lot. As you guys know, Carrie has ran our cosplay for many years here. She's done a great job. And Carrie has stepped down, and she's kind of doing a Peter Pixie-esque retirement. But I wanted to point out that Veronica Downey, hi, has taken over our cosplay, and I think she's done a great job, and she deserves a lot of the credit for bringing in our cosplay guests. All right, which this brings us to the part where we start to give out awards. So, who went, okay, we already did the murder mystery, right?
Yeah.
Who went to the cosplay today? Anybody? The cosplay skit panels. Veronica, you want to come up here? Yeah, do you have awards for the cosplay? All right, everybody give it up for all our cosplay guests.
So we have a few more prizes to give away. We have 3 left. So we have our skits, we have our hallway cosplay winner, as well as our drawing for the show off. So the way it works for the skits, we'll have Adonis be doing that. We will have Sparky be doing the hallway cosplay. Now with the hallway cosplay, it's all about collecting those tickets. So if you got those tickets when you registered, we gave them out till we ran out. And you chose your favorite cosplayer and you gave them your tickets. So this person collected the most tickets. So that's how that works. And then for this is a show off. So all those people that you saw, the lovely people walking across the stage today that were showing off, they were not judged, but they got to be in a drawing for a certificate for next year. So next year they get to come to AFW for free. So that is what this is. So I'm going to go ahead and start us off with the skits.
Perfect. All right, guys, if you came and watched the skits today, you knew the competition was steep, for sure. So many skits, so hard to choose. Now, we have 1 skit today, and you guys did a phenomenal job, and you, of course, won first place. This one goes out to, so you want to join Team School, Kyle and Naaman. There you go.
All right, so the Hall contest winner with a grand total of 59 tickets will win a $50 gift certificate to the Borough here in town and a pass for next year. So with 59 tickets, Sierra Hall. Should delete it, sorry.
We have her contact info, we will get it to her.
Okay. Let's do the one clap
What's that
thing.
mean? Yeah, the one clap.
Yeah.
The one clap, guys.
Awesome. The last prize that we have is going to be a drawing, and I'm going to choose somebody that I do not know to prove to you that this is not planned at all, because those are all very random. So our awesome Mario guy, the hat with Mario's all over it by the link, right over there, it's you, yeah. Come on up, I have no idea who you are. Go ahead and open that up. You're going to be our awesome chosen person to draw. All right, rumble.
We got Seth.
Woo! Seth Lucky in the house right now. Seth Lucky. All right, he's already left. We have his contact info. Congrats, Seth. You will be the winner of that prize. Thank you so much. All right, and that is all that we have for our cosplay. Again, thank you so much for our lucky guests. Donna cosplay, Sparky cosplay, Mr. Sam's, also goes by Kidder Buns. All right.
Thank you guys very much. One more round of applause for all these guys. Now, something I want to strongly encourage, and this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. If anybody ever comes to our staff Q&A at the end of this thing, which today we had a good staff Q&A, we got a lot of good suggestions from the people that came there, things that we like to change. We got a good staff. There's people like Kelly right back there that is on staff, Steve right over here. What we like to do is we like to ask you guys for input. And every once in a while, when we get enough input from people, somebody like Veronica, who has given us a lot of input, they eventually will end up in becoming part of our staff and helping out. So we really want to encourage for those people who come in and volunteer and really help out, come to those staff Q&As, talk to us, and really help this convention expand. Speaking of expanding, did everybody like having the promenade back this year? Because we're trying to see about moving that direction, because AFW is growing and we're trying to add more things. So it's either moving that direction or moving more downstairs. Does everybody like it downstairs? I'm hearing about 50-50. That direction? Downstairs. You guys aren't making this easy. All right. All right. And also, what we added to this year was with our voice actors, we set them up outside so you guys can get a little more one-on-one time with them. Did you guys like that? Yeah. And we also set up a photo booth down there. Did anybody take advantage of the photo booth, getting pictures with their artists? No, none of you? You all stink. Oh man. So no, there's a photo booth right down here by our guests where you can get in with your guests, take photos, do different poses, things like that. Is that something people would be interested in us trying again next year? Yeah. Okay. Okay, because that's something we tried out this year. It went okay, so we're kind of seeing if that is something we want to try again. What would you have?
How about an area where you have cushy seats and tables and chairs where people that get food can sit
So like a
down
lounge
in
area,
that
we actually talked about that in the Q&A.
Because parents can get together and, I know it's not, but we can get together and socialize too.
I totally, well, you come to this convention, you don't go to the panels?
I go to the panels
Okay.
too, but there's some I don't go to.
So a cushy seating area is something we talked about, a place for people to go eat and stuff. So that is something that if we do expand more, that we might be able to offer in the future. So. At the end, oh, now you're picky about where it's going to be. Oh. That is some actually that is on our notes that we're going to start looking into. And that'll all depend on in which direction the convention finally expands. But speaking of expanding, one of the things that the Promenade has offered us is the last few years we have been doing our Boffer Combat inside one of the rooms. All right, who all did Boffer Combat? Awesome. We have moved it out there so we have a much bigger area. Can I get my Boffer Combat team up here? Everybody give them a round of applause. These guys come to the convention every year, and I love them to death because back in the day when AFW was just starting out, it was like me and my buddy Mac. I don't know if Mac's in here anywhere, but we would try to do the Boffer ourselves and run it ourselves. And I was able to hand it over to these guys, and they can just come in, do the whole thing, and they do it out of the kindness of their hearts. They do it all for free. So you guys are awesome. Now,
How you guys doing? You guys have fun beating the crap out of each other this year? Yeah! All right, so we're going to do something a little bit differently this year. Normally, what we do is I stand here, flat my trap for a bit, and then call the guy who won, or girl, who won up here, and then we hand the prize off to them. Pretty basic, right? Now this year, we decided we're going to do something a little differently. So last year's winner, Kyle, where are you? Yeah, come on, come on. This year, last year's champion is going to be presenting the winner of this year with the prize. Because, you know, if you look good and public humiliation is a thing. You're already humiliated and I've only been talking for 30 seconds. That's all I wanted to out.
Give us 1 moment.
Oh, what? 1 moment. Wow.
don't look at the man behind the curtain. All right.
What? All right. Hold this. Braden Roberts, where you at, man? Yeah. There he is. All right, this guy came in and wrecked everyone that got put in front of him, including a couple of the judges, to get back in the tournament after he washed out.
Twice.
Twice. I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt with one. Oh, yeah. You getting this photo? Is there anything you want to say, Kyle?
No, I'm good.
Cool. All right. Okay. All right, I'm going to turn this back over to Littlebeard, guys.
Okay, one more round. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. All right, now we only have just a couple more things to do, but before we get these things done, I want to encourage anybody who's thinking that they need to get up and leave before these last few awards are. What we're going to do is, you guys see Mr. Roberto Gomez over there, who's like looking at his hands awkwardly? Roberto, you guys may have seen him at a lot of other conventions doing pictures. He is a great guy, another guy who comes in here and donates his time to help promote the convention. I want you guys to give him one big round of applause. What Mr. Gomez is going to do is, after we get done doing all our awards, we're going to jump up real quick, and are we going to do it up here or down there, you think? Down there. We're going to get everybody together in one big group, and we're going to take a picture of our group, and this will be the header for our Facebook page. So when we get done with that, everybody jump up, help out. Yeah.
Facebook group or Facebook?
Facebook group page. The Facebook group page. So that will be the header for that. So when we get done, don't everybody just get up and leave. We're all going to get together right in the middle and do one big wacky picture. All right? Now, is Nancy in the room yet? Okay. All right. Who went to the charity auction? Got some out of the charity auction this weekend? Okay, a number of you guys. Good. This year, our charity is, let me double check it so I don't mess it up, Air Capital AmBucks. For those that were at opening ceremonies, we did a video that shows exactly what they do, but they make tricycles and bikes for underprivileged kids and kids with disabilities, and the money that was raised, 100% of all the money that was raised went to them this weekend. Nancy, you want to come up and tell everybody how much was raised? You guys want to do Peter Pixie's tradition of passing the hat for the AmBucks Corporation? Are you guys up for that? Sure. All right. So you don't want my nasty stinky hat. Where'd the guy with the Mario hat go? Let's use his. all right. I'll use my nasty stinky hat. There you go.
Why don't you get somebody's top hat?
Yeah. Who's got a top hat in the room? Who's got the coolest hat in the room? There, pirate hat, right there, right up my alley. All right. So Jamie's going to come around with this pirate hat. Anybody that wants to give, every penny of that money is going to go to the AmBucks organization. And Nancy, I thought you were going to come up here and tell me how much.
She's going to, and I'm certain.
Do you want to do it when I have to go? Or do you
Oh,
want to do it after I get that amount?
we can do it after we got that amount if we want to. All right, we'll do that. So as that's coming around, feel free to give. Let's see if there's anything else.
Hold it up so I can see it. Like you want to confirm that's
Okay, so far we have $946 collected for Air Capital AmBucks. I hate to say this, but this is down from previous years. Usually we have around 1,300. It would be awesome if we can get around that price again today. If we can contribute everything we can, these kids can really use these bikes that help them build the strength in their legs and stuff. Everything would be appreciated. Thank you.
All right, everybody give it up for Nancy for putting all that together. All the hard work she does on the convention. And as long as she's right there, I want to point out, anybody who ever wants to volunteer at this convention, that lady right there is the lady to talk to. Please go talk to her. She can use you somewhere in the convention. And definitely get a hold of her. Don't get a hold of one of us on social media or anything. That's her. We use over 100 volunteers a weekend. Okay, if we use that, I mean, they deserve a round of applause. Everybody give a big round of applause. By show of hands, who did volunteer this weekend? Do we have volunteers in here? 3, we got 4, 5, 6 more volunteers in here this weekend. All right, finally, does anybody have any questions before we get to our final day? Now is a good time. Positive questions. What you got right over there?
Hey, Jen,
Question for the Boffer Weapon guys.
I'm coming!
Sorry, what was that? You want to see a fight on stage? You know, I was going to say, it's not like they can fire me, you know, so.
Final destination.
do it on stage, but something like that will definitely happen, I think. The kissing contest. It's a whole nother show now. All right, do we have any other questions from the audience? Anybody?
Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
What's Nancy's last name?
What is Nancy? It's Deaver now. Did I say McGowan?
Yes.
I am sorry, I forgot. Mr. Steve Deaver over there and Miss Steve Deaver got married just recently. So everybody give it up for those two then. All right, guys, let me double check my notes, but I think we are just about ready for our pictures.
Hey, John, we got one more question.
One more question. What do we got?
Will the noise be reduced in the extended artist alley next year?
Could you say that again?
Will the noise be reduced in the extended artist alley next year?
Are you talking onto the promenade area?
Yeah.
Well, that's something we're looking at because it's that's one of the decisions the staff's going to have to make about which direction we're going to expand into. So when we do that, of course, there'll be growing pains, kind of like this year, of going into there because we moved a lot of our cosplay artists out there and stuff. So what we might do is put like the karaoke back into a room or something like that. Is that what you're referring to as the karaoke?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and we might do that, and that's kind of stuff we need to hear. So if you guys do have suggestions, preferably positive suggestions, please hop on our social media and let us know. If you do have a legitimate complaint, the best way to do it is do send it to us in an email, because when you have a complaint, it's a lot easier to fix it when we can talk to you one-on-one instead of just putting it on social media and it becomes just a giant thing that we can't even keep up with. So, what'd you have?
Who won the cosplay lip sync battle?
Who won the cosplay lip sync battle? Is Hannah in here? I think Hannah headed out early.
Yes, she did.
Okay, she headed out early, so I am unaware of who won the cosplay lip sync battle. But do you guys like the cosplay lip sync? Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I gave it exactly as much time as they had asked for, but they had too many people this year. So next year we might try to expand that. If people really like it, we might give it like 2.5 hours or something like that. So, yeah. Next question.
You also think that you could play the entire song rather than just like 10 seconds?
Oddly enough, there are legal stipulations on that. If we play the snippets, we can get away with it. If we play an entire song, we have to pay royalties. So then paying royalties, that goes into ticket prices and everything else like that. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, I'll take a couple more questions. Yep.
This is back about the cosplay lip sync battle.
Cosplay
If
lip sync.
I recall correctly, she said that she didn't have the ability to set up judging this year, so I don't think there was actually a contest for that.
Oh, so he's thinking they didn't actually do the contest for lip sync battle because they couldn't judge this year, so it was just for fun this year. Is that right?
I recall correctly.
Okay. One more question. Anybody else? One more. Last one. Oh, good. That means I answered them all properly. All right, guys. The final thing I want to say before we do our Facebook, or before we do our big photo, is please do hop on our social media. We have 2 different Facebook pages, the actual AFW official Facebook page, and then we have the group page, which is more for socialization. We do make announcements on it, but it's a good time for you guys to be able to talk to one another. Question? There is an Instagram. Don't know it off the top of my head, but there. Okay. And Hannah Erdman, who is taking over our social media for us, we're having a meeting with her this week, and she'll start putting all that stuff out on social media so you guys will know. I know for sure those announcements will be made through Facebook for those of you that are on that, and some of it will be then put up onto the website. So please do check out that social media. Share with us. Talk to us. Are you guys ready for a picture?
How much time did we earn?
Okay, guys, we're going to move chairs in this table real quick, and we're all going to meet in the middle.